Good Wednesday morning. I'm Ron Moore. This is your morning cup of motivation. And let me ask you a question. Have you ever been really determined about something? I mean, just so determined that it's like somebody said, man, you got a why that makes you want to cry? Well, that's where I was when I got to that final physical fitness test in boot camp. You had to do so many pull-ups and, of course, do a run and crunches and or sit-ups. Well, the run and sit-ups were no big thing to me. But the pull-ups, oh my gosh, was that a butt kicker? Always had been. Well, way early on in boot camp, I had one drill instructor that taught me how to do one that you just kind of, you kind of snapped your body and pulled yourself up, and well, that worked, All the other times we'd have a PFT, physical fitness test. Well, until we got to that final one. Now, this is the one that ain't going to make you or break you. You're either going to make it as a Marine or you're going to be sent home. Well, I got up there that pull-up bar, did the old snap where I pulled it up, and well, that didn't work for this particular drill instructor who was grading. He says that doesn't count. You'll need to do it from a dead hang. And I said, well, sir, this is the way the private was taught would be acceptable. Well, it wasn't acceptable to him. So I tried again. Well, by that time, my strength was in my arms was gone. And like I say, pull-ups have always just been a butt kicker to me. So he said, well, I'll have to fail you then. Whoa, that word did not sit well. I was determined. Wait a minute. I am not going home in shame and humiliation by not becoming a United States Marine. So I did something, Michael Williams, you'll appreciate this. I did something that, and all you Marines will appreciate this, that you just don't do as a boot. I just started following this drill instructor and started trying to explain to him, well, sir, the drill instructor was taught this way to do it. And I just kind of went over that and hit it from, I don't know, a couple hundred different angles probably, and just kept talking to him. Well, I just kept walking, following him away from the formation, away from where the other guys were, and he walks in his Quonset hut. He just walks in, and so I'm just standing there. I thought, well, I'm not going anywhere until he comes out. So he came out, and in that day there was always a pull-up bar outside of every Quonset hut. He came out and said, try it again. So I tried it again, and I don't know if I did anything any different, but he counted them. I was determined I was going to make it as a United States Marine. Well, what are you determined about? Do you have that same kind of determination that, boy, you're going to make it in this walk with God? You're going to make it in this thing of walking in the Spirit, not fulfilling the lust of the flesh? Do you have that kind of determination? Jesus said in Matthew 11, I think it's 27, only time it is recorded in the gospel accounts, he says, up until now, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. Now, I don't claim to know all that that's talking about by any means. I have not milked that for all that it's worth. But this one thing I do know, I believe he's talking about that for those of you who really get it, those of us who really get it in this walk with God, it means that we're going to have to get mad dog mean. We're going to have to, have that hair lip King Charles type of attitude in order to do it. We're going to have that kind of attitude that says, man, listen, if I have to get violent about this thing of victory in my life, of walking in the Spirit, then I'm going to do it. And until we get to that point, that we're determined, that we determine within ourselves and before God, okay, we're going to walk with God this day by day. So you make that commitment every single day. Okay, Lord, this is the day you've made. I'm going to walk with you this day. And when you have that kind of determination, then it's going to be amazing the kind of victory that you see in your life. When you just are sick and tired of being sick and tired of the devil kicking your butt, then you're going to see that victory come. But there's nothing no substitute for being determined to do it. Hey, you have a great Wednesday, and I'll talk to you again on Friday. Bye-bye now.